Hi gang. Welcome back to myjewelrybench.com. I received a small package the other day from a customer, asking me to help them out and take a look at their watch. I was surprised when I opened up the package to see this. A beautiful two-tone Rolex DateJust missing the top half of the crown. After getting it out of the rubber band, and taking a look at the watch, what we can see is that the crown and crown post is separated. Also, looking at all the parts, the customer seems to have lost the small spring that goes inside the crown that allows it to push in. Before we do anything else, we are going to have to remove the stem and what is left of the inner part of the crown stuck in the case tube. Sometimes, you may have to use a pair of pliers or cutters to get a good grip on the inner crown section to either twist it or gently pull it out without doing any damage. Be careful as these parts are easily damaged, and replacing them can cost quite a bit of money. First, I always remove the band from the case. Then I can take the case back off the watch, and get ready to do the next step. Once we get the case back off the case, we can then take a look at the watch step, and see what we are going to need to get the stem all the way out of the watch. After struggling a little bit with the tweezers and the release clutch, I decided that it was time to grab my jeweler's tools and very gently unscrew the inner part of the crown from the case tube. Once that was done, I could then use the stem clutch release to remove the entire stem from the watch. So, here you can see that it looks like the crown has separated into two different parts, with the top of the crown coming off the inner part of the crown. When this happened, the spring that allows the crown to push in and out must have fallen out. I doubt that the customer even knows that the spring was in there, so, I keep a bunch of these on hand, since this will happen to any watch that has a pusher crown like this one. As you can see, I have the new spring, and luckily this crown assembly screws together. Some crowns actually have to be press fit, but we are lucky here. Once I have my replacement spring ready to go, we have to double check the pusher part, and make sure the spring fits and works well. In this case, we are good, so I can go ahead and insert the spring into the inner part of the crown post, then gently screw down the upper crown onto the other half. Once you are comfortable that it is back together, test it to see if the spring works properly, and get ready to put it back into the watch. Once you have it in place and it is screwed down well, tighten it up, but be careful, as you can still do damage to the stem and crown. Push the stem release back down gently and push the crown and stem into the movement. Once this is done, you are all set, and can test that by winding the crown you are winding the mainspring. Make sure that you also check to see that you can set the date and time using the crown's first and second positions. You can also check to make sure that the stem doesn't pull out of the movement. I also use a bit of Rodeco to clean any debris that may be on the watch and the case back. Then we can reassemble the case. Once I know that everything is working properly and the watch is running good, I can then take the time to put the band back onto the watch. Take care when putting the band back on as not to scratch the watch and cause any damage that you will have to fix later. This watch is ready to go back to the customer, and I know that he will be as thrilled as I am that we saved him a bunch of money by fixing a small problem rather than ordering a complete new crown. I sure hope that you liked this video, and if you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Every time you do that, you help support my channel and help it to rank just a bit higher in the algorithm. Thanks for watching, and make sure to check out the website for more information. www.myjewelrybench.com